I'm finally making another video. My own self-critic inside myself has made me not want to make more videos because I think I have to make them perfect and edit them perfect. And so I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make videos regularly that are just more like a journal entry where I'm just free-flowing talking about what's going on in my life, because actually that's what I find most interesting with this topic, and specifically with other people. Oh, my dogs are making sounds. So anyway, I'm not going to worry about that, but I just wanted to share with you that this summer has been a journey of discovery. I've tried all sorts of things for healing my body, and I'm going to share them with you as the weeks go on. But mostly I just want to bring you up to date with where I'm at right now. And it's pretty exciting. So if you saw my other two videos, I had a Parkinson's diagnosis February of this year. And since then, I've just been kind of like a detective, like my own health advocate. And I've just put some things together that I want to share with you. And it may get you thinking too, if you do have a Parkinson's diagnosis, that maybe get tested for these other things, and that there could be solutions that will at least help you feel better. So that's my intent. So a little backstory, if you saw my past videos, I went to the Amazon jungle. I believe that is where I contracted Lyme's disease. I'm working with it could have been, I was raised in Illinois. It could have been in Illinois too, because I was bit by ticks when I was a kid. Who knows? I don't really know, but I was bit like crazy in the Amazon jungle, which that is known for Lyme's disease and co-infections like Bartonella and Babesia, which can mimic Parkinson's, which is very interesting, and it can affect the dopamine of the brain and the substantia nigra, the basal ganglia with balance, things like that. So I'm working with this Lyme's literate doctor. I get the test results back. I have very high levels of Bartonella, or I'm sorry, not Bartonella, Borrelia burgdorferi, which is the kind of the Lyme's umbrella. And that can cause Parkinsonian type symptoms. So I'm feeling really hopeful. I mean, it sounds weird, like, yay, I have Lyme's disease, but I'm feeling hopeful, like, because that can be treated. And I am working with the best doctor and doctors with that. And I'm super excited about that. The next thing is it was suggested that I get tested for mold or mycotoxins. And I didn't really know anything about that at all. And so I'm like, let's do it. It's just a simple urine test. Well, I got the test results back, and I also found this extremely intriguing and pretty exciting. I tested very, very high levels, in fact, 15 times the upper limit of a mold toxin called aflatoxin. And aflatoxin can mimic Parkinson's. It causes balance issues. It can cause dopamine disruption. It affects your brain big time, and that's a known thing. So I tested very high for that. Now, I have been put on a mold detox protocol. I don't know where I got it. I eat healthy. I have no idea, but you can contract it with foods that are not properly stored in humid climates, things like that. Some peanuts also have it, so I'm avoiding peanuts altogether. I'm thinking about like timeline of things I was exposed to. It could have been, this is kind of a side story. We had an old water bottle that one of my kids left outside for a long time, and it had like a shake in it or something that they had made a protein shake. And we brought it in. I'm like, oh, let's open it up. This is like 5 years ago. Let's open it up and clean it out. I had no idea I'd been outside for who knows how long, probably 2 months. Oh, it was the most disgusting thing. I opened it up, and literally the entire house smelled. And this is an 8,000 square foot house. And I breathed it in because it was right there, the aroma, and I was sick for 2 days, throwing up, and it was like in my system. So I'm wondering, is that where I got it? I have no idea. But that was kind of interesting. It made me think, I wonder if that's where I got it. But anyway, so what's interesting is I have been on this mold detox protocol. So it's just pills that I take. They're detox pills and then binders. And then I'm also taking a glutathione liquid. It's very interesting because 2 weeks into it, and this is 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks into taking this mold detox protocol, I know if you have a Parkinson's diagnosis, I know you just want to feel normal, because it's like your muscles are firing, everything's firing, you just feel tense. And I've heard that before. It's hard to do simple things. And all of a sudden, we were actually walking through the airport. We had visited Costa Rica, my kids and my husband and I. And we were walking through the airport, and it was like my brain just went, and it like cleared, and I felt normal. I felt normal. And I walked without any difficulty, because I get stuck sometimes when I walk through small spaces. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing, this neurological condition. And I felt normal. It was the first time in months that I felt normal. I did a little experiment, and I'm not, this is again, not medical advice. I'm just sharing my journey, and I'm going to be sharing it more often. I've been trying, like I said, I've been trying to figure out the best way to share my journey of healing. And a lot of it is blood, sweat, and tears. So sometimes I don't feel like making a video, and I feel pretty good today. So a lot of times I don't feel like making a video, but I'm going to commit from now on to make videos often so that you can actually see what the real reality of this is, this healing process that I'm in, that I know I will heal completely. So I've been on this mold detox protocol for a month. I've been able to, again, this is not medical advice, but I've been able to go without my Parkinson's medicine for 3 days. And then I started getting a little bit shaky, so I took one pill. I'm down to a half a pill to one pill a day, from 3 to 4 a day. So tell me something's going on. Like, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Now, I'm not symptom free, but I'm just feeling layers better. And I feel a lot of hope. So what I wanted to say is, if you do have again, this is not medical advice, but if you do have a Parkinson's diagnosis or MS or ALS or anything like that, neurological, I would totally recommend getting tested for Lymes. Now, the test that I used was called the Vibrance test, and you'll have to go to like a Lyme literate doctor, and they are out there. Your regular doctor is going to say, take antibiotics for 2 weeks and you're fine, and Lyme's disease doesn't exist. That's not true. It does, and it can affect the dopamine receptors. I would say also there's a movie that I would highly, highly recommend you watch. It's called Under Our Skin, and you can find it on YouTube. Just type in Under Our Skin movie and watch it for free on YouTube. It is really informative. So I would say, number one, get tested for Lymes, because here's the thing. If you have Lymes, most people can feel better with treatment. Like, in fact, a lot of people can. And there are different things, like I just did, I'm in the process of doing a therapy called SOT. And that is where first of all, they have to draw your blood and see exactly what bacteria you have. So this is a lab result. And I was tested very, very high in Lyme's disease, Borrelia burgdorferi, and 2 other Lymes. So that's like, it's in my body. So they test your blood, they get the exact bacteria. Then you go back a different day and they draw your blood, and they send it off to a company, a medical center in Greece, where they, in Greece, make the serum that they then inject through an IV that matches your DNA specific with your specific bacteria, and then they give that to you. It works for 6 months. It's a little expensive, but your health is it's priceless. It works for 6 months, and how it works with Lyme's is it actually stops the replication of the bacteria. So, and it works 24/7 for 6 months. So that's interesting. So I'm in the process of doing that. And then the other thing is, I would also get tested for mold and mycotoxins for sure, because aflatoxin is known to mimic Parkinson's. It can even give a false positive DAT scan. So it can affect the dopamine receptors. It affects the basal ganglia, balance, coordination, all of that. That's a known thing. And there is treatment for that. So at the very least, if you have been diagnosed with something, again, this is not medical advice, but I would get tested for these things, because I feel remarkably, is that the right word? I feel so much better, and I've decreased my medicine a lot. I'm doing a lot of different things. Actually, I could talk about this for hours, but I'm going to close this video because I'm going to make another video tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about the specific daily protocols that I do that have dramatically, that's the word, improved how I feel. And it's pretty exciting, because there are things you can do that can help, even if you have a diagnosis that feels horrible. I know what that feels like. It feels horrible. I have cried a lot in the last 6 months, but I do have hope. I do have a lot of hope as I get answers and act as my own health advocate, my own detective with my own health. I have hope that I can heal completely. Your mind is very, very powerful, and you have to know this. You can heal. You can, it's possible. You can at least feel better and get to the root cause of why you have the diagnosis. Anyway, I hope you have a blessed day today. So Lyme's disease is a real thing. It affects your body, can mimic Parkinson's 100%. Molds like aflatoxins can mimic Parkinson's as well. I feel so much better since doing the mold protocol detox, and it's not hard. I take a set of pills in the morning and a set of pills at night. It's not hard. And it's helped me a lot, dramatically. So anyway, have a blessed day, everybody, and I will make another video soon, and I'm not gonna worry about this video being perfect. I'm just gonna post it and make the next video because I have more to share with you. So one of the things that's helped me, a little sneak peek, is nicotine. Not smoking or vaping, but nicotine patches and gum has helped me a lot. I'm gonna talk about that in my next video. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye, be healthy.